Did you know that sharks can actually bite the internet? It sounds like clickbait, but it really has happened. Today, we're going to find out whether sharks are truly a threat to the undersea cables that connect the entire world. More than 95% of global internet traffic doesn't go through satellites, but through a vast network of fiber-optic cables laid across the ocean floor. In total, they stretch over 1 million kilometers, forming the backbone of the modern internet. These cables are no ordinary wires. Each one is about the thickness of a garden hose, with multiple protective layers of steel, plastic, and waterproof coatings. Inside runs a core made of ultra-pure glass fibers that carry pulses of light across entire oceans at nearly the speed of light. They can last for decades, but despite the engineering, they still remain vulnerable to the forces of nature, and sometimes to curious animals. Back in the 1980s and 90s, there were documented cases of sharks literally biting into these cables. But why would they do that? Scientists have suggested a couple of explanations. Some of the older systems and the equipment powering repeaters carried electricity, which could create faint electric fields detectable by sharks through their special sensory organs. But just as likely, it was simple curiosity. Sharks are known to bite many unfamiliar objects in their environment just to find out what they are. So, do sharks actually pose a serious risk to the internet? The answer is yes, but only in a very limited way. These incidents did occur, but they are extremely rare. In reality, the biggest dangers to undersea cables come from fishing nets, ship anchors, and natural events like earthquakes. Still, the story of sharks attacking the internet proved irresistible for the media. A few years ago, Google even reinforced some of its cables with Kevlar coating in areas where bites had been reported, which only fueled the legend further. In the end, sharks have indeed bitten internet cables, but they are far from the biggest threat to global connectivity. So next time your connection drops, you can joke and blame a curious shark, though the real culprit is almost certainly something much less exciting. And if you'd like to hear more fascinating and true stories about technology, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell.